where as you attend each fair, we mark it off with a stamp and an initial, and the more you collect, you get some swag at the end of the year. I don't know what Sir Frank's giving out this year, but I know it's always something good. Him and Susan give away T-shirts or something, so you're more than welcome to come by and get that as well. And if you're not here today, we'll be here tomorrow as well, so please come by and see us. And thanks for supporting racing. We don't have any updated odds as of yet. We don't have horses on the track as of yet, but we expect that pretty soon. Actually, we do have, I see at least one horse. We still have a horse training for a future race that's warming up, but I do see the 4 and 5 already on the track, so in the 1. So we're pretty close to a post parade, actually. We should be ready to send it up to air. Our track announcer today is Ayers Ratliff, and he is announcing today's races, and we'll be calling them to the post here very shortly.
Now, have you ever been to this fair before?
I come every year. This is my normal gig. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it here. It's great. It's a nice place to be because it's nestled right into town. I like that. And here's Ayers with the post parade.
Horses are on the track and they're parading onward for today's first race. Southern Valley Colt Circuit, 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pacers. Trophy by Sidwell Farms, a purse of $6,183. One is Lucky Baloo and Brady Clemens. The 2, Gorgeous Jet, Case Bateson drives. The 3, Seeing Green, Derek Wadaker. For Something to Crow About, Ammon Hirschberger. And the 5, Lose Boy, Jimmy Smith. Ian.
All right, there you go. There's race number 1. We're going to tell you a little bit about these horses. We've got a 61.83 purse. These are 3-year-old Colts and Geldings, first division. The 1 is Lucky Baloo. Robert Roche trains for owner Holly Roche. Brady Clemens has the lines today. Source is 0 for 20 in his career, 0 for 8 this year. Has made $1,000. Should have break 3 back. I think the rail should help this one look to get a check.
In the 2, we got George's Jet, driven by Case Bateson. Trainer Karen Fred. He is a 3-year-old gelding by I'm Gorgeous, and Crazy Parrot Farm is the owners. It has 8 starts this year with 1 second, and lifetime 19 starts with 1 win, 1 second, and 3 thirds. Had a second there at Mount Vernon, and fastest mile paced is 1:58 and 4 there at Northfield.
3 horse, Seeing Green. Steve Carter trains for Wadaker Racing. Derek Wadaker has the lines today. Seeing Green is 2 for 12 on the season. Nice snappy mark, 53 and 2. At Scioto Downs earlier this season. Made a break in the last 2 starts, but prior to that was racing extremely well. Was 4th at the fairs, 3 back, and 1 at Wellston, 4 back. Likes to go to the front end. This is a local hope for the Wadaker Racing from Zanesville.
In 4, we got Something to Crow About. Trainer and driver, Airman Hirschberger. Has had 8 starts this year with 3 wins and 1 third. Lifetime 15 starts with 5 wins. Has made $22,000 in total for lifetime. Has had 2 wins back to back there at Mansfield and Mount Vernon.
5 horse rounding out the field, Lose Boy. Trained and driven by Jimmy Smith, owned by D. Texera of Vincent, Ohio. 0 for 9 on the season, but 7 on the board finishes, 3 seconds, 4 thirds, 7 of 9. $8,000 in earnings, was second last time out, third before that. Horse has been very sharp, has to deal with the outside post, but is co-second choice at 3-1. And that's your field of 5, compact field of 5. Owner's race here is all participants will get a check in today's race. Current look at the tote board, we do have the 4 horse Something to Crow About at 3-5, your betting favorite. 2 co-check second choices, the 3 and the 5, both at 3-1. The 1 is 11-1, and the 2 is 17-1. And that is your field. They're starting to assemble up the backside. And the gate will be rolling here shortly, and we'll be bringing you 1 of 8 on today's card. Again, we have an afternoon card here, 8 races. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be right back at 6 o'clock for a Twilight Business and Man special card. If you get off work and you're local in Zanesville, come down and see us. It's projected to be a nice day tomorrow as well. And the horses are now assembling on the backside. The gate is starting to roll. We score 6 across here. We do have some races more than 6 horses signed on, so when we do have participants more than 6 horses, we will be racing from the second tier for anyone that is a 7, 8, or more. So the gate is moving. With that said, we're going to send up the call to race number 1 to Ayers Ratliff for the beginning of the Muskingum County meet, 2-day meet.
Starters called them in for the first race. Still time to get those daily double wagers in, but you'll have to hurry. A beautiful day for harness racing action. It's 84 degrees. The track is fast. And it's post time here in Zanesville, Ohio. They're at the top of the stretch. Trophy by Sidwell Farms. Southern Valley Colt Circuit, 3-year-old colt and gelding pacers per $6,183. The opening race of this year's fair, and here they come. They're off and pacing, and Seeing Green goes out there looking for the lead. Gorgeous Jets on the inside. Something to Crow About is out there in third. Fourth at the rail is Lucky Baloo, and the trailer is Lose Boy as they will straighten up into the backstretch. So Derek Wadaker and Seeing Green is out there and on the lead. In their second is Gorgeous Jet. Something to Crow About is their third. Lose Boy caught on the outside fourth. Inside fifth is Lucky Baloo as they travel by the opening quarter in 30 2/5. Around the turn they go, and out there with the lead, Seeing Green. In there still second, Gorgeous Jet. Something to Crow About would like some racing room. Lose Boy is to his outside, and the trailer Lucky Baloo as they straighten away and move here to the half. Seeing Green trying to make every pole a winning one. Something to Crow About starts to crank it up on the outside. The People's Pick is now second, trying to reel in the leader. The half in 101-1. Around the turn, they'll head on into the backstretch, and with the lead, it's Seeing Green. Something to Crow About is on the outside, trying to press the issue. Gorgeous Jet is third. Lose Boy on the outside fourth, and Lucky Baloo, he stopped off for a funnel cake as they go to 3/4, and the leader is still Seeing Green. Inside second, Gorgeous Jet on the outside. Something to Crow About, he may be all crowed out. 3/4 on the board, and 1:31-1. Around the final turn, Seeing Green the leader, Gorgeous Jet second, and he looks to the outside at 19-1 through the stretch, and now Gorgeous Jet has went off stride through the stretch. Seeing Green, something to Crow About. It's Seeing Green. Seeing Green will win. Something to Crow About second. Lose Boy is third. Time of the mile, 2 minutes.
There you have it, race number 1. Score 1 for the locals, as the Wadaker clan will be well represented in a winner's circle as always. But Seeing Green sees green today, as went right to the lead, made every pole a winning one, and will return $3,000 for the win for Wadaker Racing. Great drive by Derek. Basically, 2-minute mile. Here's a nice mile too at Zanesville. Real snappy mile. Back to half off to 101, got home in about 59 seconds. Case Bateson looked like he was going to be a serious challenger with Gorgeous Jet at the top of the stretch. Made an unfortunate break, and that one was unable to hit the board. But Something to Crow About ran second. So we have 3, 4, 5 unofficially in race number 1. Mild upset as well, as the 3 is 3-1. We'll pay at least $8 for the locals who had bet on the Wadaker clan. Very nice price, as this horse was well meant today.
Yeah. Looks like only on YouTube.
The Zanesville audio was on the Salina feed.
Oh wait, Salina is live on the Ohio Harness Racing fans.
Somebody's watching us.
Of Down by the Seaside. Out of the mare Rose Run Skylar by the Ponderosa, owned by Wadaker Racing of Zanesville, Ohio. Steve Carter trains Derek Wadaker, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2 minutes. Lucky Baloo was 5th, Gorgeous Jet 4th, Seeing Green the winner. Something to Crow About 2nd, Lose Boy was 3rd. 5, 4, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 30 2/5. 101 and 1, 131 and 1, the mile time, 2 minutes.
And there you have race number 1. 345 is official. $8.60 to win on Seeing Green. $27 try, $5 exacta. Takes us to race number 2. We've got 2 changes. My Geneva will be driven by Mike Sowers. Viva Magenta will be driven by Emmanuel Miller. We'll tell you more about race number 2 after these messages.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio. Volstead, Coach K. Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms.
Make summer memories this year at the Ohio County Fairs. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be live streaming every race this year, and we want you to be there. Be a part of the excitement with the 2025 Ohio County Fair Racing Passport. Stop by the OHHA broadcast location in the grandstand to pick up your passport and stamp. Get stamps at every fair you attend. Prizes will be awarded to those that attend the most racing programs. Get your passport at the first fair you attend or call the OHHA office at 614-221-3650. Harness Racing, the fastest ride at the fair.
Welcome back to Muskingum County Fair in Zanesville, Ohio. Don Tiger, Sam Mayhew. We're bringing you 8 races today. Race 1 is in the books, but we still got 7 to go. It takes us to race number 2. We got a full field of 8 signed on here. 6 of them will go across the gate. Both the 7 and 8 will trail. 2 changes if you're following along with your programs from harnessracingohio.com. 2-horse My Geneva will be driven by Mike Sowers. Mike Sowers drives the 2. And the 7-horse Viva Magenta, Emmanuel Miller. Emmanuel Miller will be driving the 7. That is your field and changes into this race. This is 2-year-old filly trotters, and they're going only for 1 division today. So that means a nice juicy pot of $13,250. Nice race. I know a lot of horsemen love 1 division because you get a chance to get for some good cash here today. 84 degrees here, sunny. Little bit balmy. We've got some humidity, not a lot of wind, but I think it's comfortable. We're under grandstands, our clan, so we're in good working order, but it's a nice place to be. We've got foods, concession stands all surrounding the track. Most of the amusement rides are right in front of us in your picture view where people can ride. But this is a great little town. They really celebrate the fair strongly in Zanesville. So in the harness racing, obviously race number 1, the locals, Wadaker Racing, who do live in Zanesville, Ohio, won race number 1. So it's always nice to see the locals have some success at their hometown fair.
Now, you said you've been here before, right?
Yes.
So do you have a go-to food spot?
Yes, Frank will love this. So, like every year when Frank was like us and doing a lot of the broadcasts, he used to give a Frank's Fair report. So, to me, I have to continue that tradition, meaning it's Frank's Fair report. So, we have 2 scales that we give out. We give out horseshoes up to 5, and then there's a second scale called golden horseshoes. So what golden horseshoes mean, if you would come back to the fair on a non-racing day and get that food. Well, as Steve just said, he was at Croton last couple days, and I believe we have 5 golden horseshoes on the Croton burger. They have some kind of burger in Croton. It's a Trojan burger.
Yeah.
It's some famous Trojan burger with all kinds of stuff on it. I've never had it because I haven't been to that fair or worked that fair. But Frank was there the other day, and he wasn't working, so that's a golden horseshoe. So the reason I'm prefacing all this is because this place has a golden horseshoe place.
Really?
Yes. Right on the upper turn there is a place called the Cattleman's, and they give it, if you're a meat eater, they have fresh ribeye steaks. You got that. A regular ribeye steak on a barbecue pit out there, and they sell them for $10. And you can get onions, cheese, A1 steak sauce on a bun. It's amazing. And would I come back here and get that on a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday? The answer is yes. That's why that place gets some golden horseshoes for sure. Now, another place that I found which is very good is right behind the grandstands, right where we're at. They sell corn back there, fresh corn on the cob. One of the local farms presents it back there. And I believe, I haven't made it back there yet, but I will either today or tomorrow. I think it's like 3 ears for $5. And for some people that don't like to mess with the corn, they actually will shave your corn into a cup for you, too. Decob it for you if you want that. I think it might cost an extra $1, but, I mean, if you just like a fork and you don't want to get your face all messy and stuff, that's another great thing that they have here. So those are 2 good food choices. But I will say there's a lot of great stuff on the backside. We have a Church of Nazareth has a food tent underneath there, grandstand. I believe they have milkshakes and stuff, apple dumplings, and then your normal concession fare that's all the way around through here, your lemonade stands and stuff like that. But I think they do chickens in the back too. There's fresh rotisserie chickens. So I've had that one year too. But it's a great food choices here. And again, for people like the young people you're talking about, trying to get young people involved in harness racing with our swag bags, this is really neat, too, because our barn is right behind the grandstand. So anybody that wants to come out tomorrow, too, kind of get up close and personal with the equine athletes, it's a great place because they actually walk through the crowd to get out onto the track, much like Delaware County Fair that we have in Delaware, the year end when we get to the middle of September when we have our Jug Week. Basically, all the barns surround the track, so people get real interactive and get to see their drivers, trainers, horses, but a really nice place to be. They also do a great job here, too, as you can see out on the infield beginning there. They give away blankets pretty much for every race, so they're starting to line those up for the next 7 races. They're sponsored by the local businesses and stuff, which are nice. These people not only are racing for money, but they're racing for blankets and stuff like that. Me personally, as a horse owner, we love to get blankets from like certain races and certain racetracks. It gives you a lot of memories for that day. So horse racing blankets are really cool. And they do a good job here, too. As you can see, they've got 7 blankets still to go because we've got 7 races. One of the ones to the right, I believe, was already won in race number 1. Yep, the Sidwell Farms one on the far right was won by race number 1. And here is your post parade for race number 2.
That's the call to post for race number 2. Southern Valley Colt Circuit 2-year-old filly trot. Purse $13,250 win play show, exacta Quinella trifecta. Trophy presented in memory of Doug Ginsler. 1 is Dublin's Louise, Alex Hawk. 2, My Geneva. Driver change, Mike Sowers. Mike Sowers drives the 2. 3 is Macy's Magic Mojo and Vicky Fry. 4, Victory Praise, Emin Hirschberger. The 5, Supreme Dance and Drew Neal. 6, Final Vape, Brady Clemens. 7, Viva Magenta, driver change Emmanuel Miller. And the 8, My Next Edition, David Myers in the sulky.
And here's your field for race number 2. 1 horse, Dublin's Louise. Earl Owings trains for Richard Owings. Alex Hawk has the lines today. 1 for 4 on the season, but has hit the board on all 4 parimutuel starts. Last time out at Athens, ran a game 3rd. This horse does have gate speed, should hold the rail position, and is a good overlay at 13-1 here.
My Geneva and 2. Mike Sowers is trainer and driver today. This filly is out of a creatine, and Michael Sowers is also the owner. Has had 4 starts this year, has made 1 second and 2 thirds, making almost $4,000. Had a second there at Athens, went 205 and 3.
3 horse, Macy's Magic Mojo, owned, trained, and reigned today by Vicky Fry of Jerusalem, Ohio. This horse is 0 for 3 on the season, but 3 third-place finishes, and is currently 11-1 and looks to hold her position and get another check.
In the 4, we got Victory Praise. Owner, trainer, and driver is Emin Hirschberger. Has had 3 starts this year with 1 third there at Mount Vernon, trotting in 207 flat.
5 horse, Supreme Dance. Rosie Weaver owns and trains this one. Drew Neal has the lines today. 2 of 8 on the season, 6 of 8 on the board, $10,000, 205 and 2. 2 back at Athens. Is on a 2-race winning streak and looking to make it 3 in a row. Your current favorite at 5-2.
In 6, we got Final Vape, driven by Brady Clemens. Trainer is Eric Nesselrode. Has had 4 starts this year, 1 win, 1 second, and 2 thirds, making $6,500. Had the first at Athens this past month at 207.
7 horse, Viva Magenta will be starting from the 2nd tier. Emmanuel Miller is a change. He will be driving Viva Magenta today. This horse is 3 for 8 on the season, but 6 of 8 on the board. Has the mark 3 back at Piketon, 1 by 10, 202 and 2 that day. Has to deal with the 2nd tier, but obviously one of the horses to beat, and now has currently went to the favorite at 5-2.
In the 8, we got My Next Edition, trainer and driver David Myers. Has had 2 starts this year, but no luck on the board, but has had the fastest trot of 202 and 1 there at Scioto Downs for a qualifier.
That's your field of 8 going to the gate in race number 2. 7 horse, just as a program note here, is a little unruly on the track, making some breaks. This horse does show some breaks in last 2. So if any of the locals here are betting, you might want to take an extra long look at that one if you're going to continue to wager on her. We do have Rosie Weaver, uncoupled entry, is currently the co-favorites, both at 5-2, Supreme Dance and Viva Magenta. But this is a pretty good stacked field, so the money's well spread out behind those horses. This looks to be a very exciting race. 2-year-old fillies are obviously very unpredictable too, so we'll have to see how that all works out. But who stays trotting, who stays flat. Again, we score 6 across here. 2 of them will trail, and we're going to get some exciting racing as they're starting to gather up the backside right now. Wokenberg starting gate will be rolling here shortly, and we're going to have race number 2 here for you. This is 7, comes in front of the grandstand, seems to now be on gate a little bit better. Always tough when a 2-year-old filly has to start from the 2nd tier. That does have some braking problems. And again, every fair is different, but we have a lot of things to see here. We've got concessions up against the fence on the racetrack on the backside. We obviously have rides that the horses can see. They see horses in the infield. So it's a little bit challenging for 2-year-old fillies to see all the different things, lawn ornaments that are out here. But there you go. One last look at the tote board. The 5 and 7 remain co-favorites at 5-2. We'll send it up to Ayers Ratliff for the call of race number 2.
Gate is rolling. Race 2 in memory of Doug Ginsler. 2-year-old filly trotter, Southern Valley Colt Circuit, a field of 8. Purse $13,250 at the top of the stretch for race number 2. Here they come. They're off and trotting. My next edition is on a break. Also off stride, My Geneva. Also off stride, Macy's Magic Mojo. Also off stride, Victory's Praise. Also off stride, Final Vape and Dublin's Louise and Viva Magenta. 2-year-old filly trotters, they do run. They do run as they move on into the backstretch. So out there, it's Supreme Dance, and Supreme Dance, the only filly that stayed flat around the first turn, and she leads them by 7. Dublin's Louise will try to close the gap in second. Final Vape is third. In their fourth, it's My Next Edition. Next is Victory Praise, 31 2/5 around the turn. Then it's Macy's Magic Mojo. Next, it's Viva Magenta in the trailer. Is My Geneva. Off stride again was Final Vape as they come down here in front of the stands. So Drew Neal is the leader, and he leads them out there by 2 lengths. He's got Supreme Dance. Dublin's Louise is closed the gap in second, and Alex Hawk has her pointed to the outside. The half and a soft 104. On into the turn they go. Supreme Dance with the lead. Dublin's Louise is there in second. Further back in third is My Next Edition as they straighten away into the back stretch. Moving on to 3/4. Supreme Dance with the lead. Dublin's Louise on the outside second. My Next Edition is third. Final Vape is in there fourth with Victory's Praise as they go by 3/4, and Supreme Dance. Supreme Dance is there in 135 2, and she starts to waltz away. It's Supreme Dance with the lead. In their second, Dublin's Louise. My Next Edition trying to hold third. Final Vape pops to the outside. They're at the top of the stretch, and it's all Supreme Dance. She was a winner at Athens, back at Berea, and trotting with ease here today. Supreme Dance, the best in here. Finishing second, Dublin's Louise. Final Vape is third. Time of the mile, 2:06 3.
Race number 2, unofficial 5-1-6. As the old adage goes, 2-year-old fillies are very unpredictable, and that adage proved true today as 7 of the 8 entrants broke stride at some point in the race, but the only horse that stayed flat was Supreme Dance. Left the gate, got over to the rail, and basically with no competition at that point in time has it opened up lengths pretty much the whole way there. Dublin's Louise, Alex Hawk was able to get this one flat and best the rest. Actually challenged a little bit Dream Supreme Dance up to the half, but that one had already had enough work to do just to get back on gate and catch up. So Supreme Dance was easy to hold that one off and makes it 3 in a row in Ohio with Rosie Weaver owns and trains this one. Now 3 for 9 lifetime with a nice juicy $6,000 purse as the locals are clapping for the horse coming back to the winner's circle. Might take a little bit of time just to sort out the order of finish since we did have a ton of breakers, but unofficial across the wire, 5-1-6, Supreme Dance the winner. And there's your winner coming back with Drew Neal into your camera view. So we have an objection in this race. Alex Hawk has lodged an objection against Drew Neal and Supreme Dance. So both of those drivers will need to talk to the judges. So we'll take a minute or two to get this sorted out. Your unofficial winner, 5 Supreme Dance. We do have an ejection, 1 versus 5. Our presiding judge is down talking to our cameraman as we provide replays and things like that to review the races. Judges continue to look at this race number 2. Regardless of the decision by the judges, this will either stay 5-1 or 1-5, will not affect the 3rd through 8th place finishes. But both the 1 and a 5 remain on the racetrack, so both of their connections feel that they're due just to come back to the winner's circle, so we'll let it all short out. Our judges do an excellent job here of making sure they look at all the camera angles, make a decision, talk about it. You know, they'll come back and they'll give us their opinion here shortly. It should be momentarily. We'll wait for Ayers Ratliff to give us the exact announcement. It appeared that there was not enough video evidence to merit a change, but we'll wait to hear that. If you're just tuning in, the objection has been disallowed, so objection is the results will stand as posted, 5-1-6, and Supreme Dance will now officially make her way over to the winner's circle as the connections already had the blanket up and they were ready to go. But now that we've the judges have intervened. And there is Dream Supreme heading back to the winner's circle. If you're just tuning in, we still got 6 action-packed races to give you. We've got an eight race program today, 2 in the book, 6 to go.
In front of the stands after winning race number 2. This the Doug Ginsler Memorial. It is the 5 Supreme Dance. 2-year-old bay filly by Full Count at a Supreme Day by Like a Prayer, owned and trained by Rosie Weaver. Drew Neal sung the winning song here, time of the mile 2:06 and 3. This one presented in memory of Doug Ginsler.
Race 2 in the books, 5-horse pace, 540 to win, exacta 5-1, 1120. Daily double 3-5, a nice ticket, $29 here for 2 horses that figured very well. That puts 2 in the books, takes us to race number 3. Race number 3, we've got one change to note from your program, the 5-horse Burning Spirit. Make the driver Dylan Fagan. Dylan Fagan will drive the 5-horse Burning Spirit. We'll tell you more about that race after these brief messages.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as branded by Lindy. Jug winner Luz Perlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Welcome back to the Muskingum County Fair. Don Tiger, Sam Mayhew bringing you 8 action-packed races, 2 in the book, 6 to go. And as you heard from that ad that Sam had done, she's got the backside buddies for anyone 12 and under. If you are local on track today or you plan on coming out in the next couple hours, please come by and see us. You can sign up or sign up with that QR code that is on your broadcast there. And we've got a swag bag for you and probably some other neat stuff.
Yep, this is our first year doing it, so we are planning a lot of different events. We are trying to get the word out there, so if you know anybody, they don't have to be in the horse field. They don't even have to ever know a horse to come out and have fun with this. It's just a way to be involved in something and grow your interest. So if you know anyone who is 12 and under who might want to think about joining, come see us. We can talk to them about it. In that ad, there was a QR code. There's also a link if you come see me. And, yeah, we got some pretty cool stuff to give out for y'all.
Yeah, my favorite color, orange. So come on by and see us. We'd love to be able to give one to you. And, again, as Sam said, you don't have to be a backstretch person. You just have to be 12 years old and under to learn a little bit more about the sport of harness racing and participate in the program. We do have one other change that came in on Marcia is a keeper. Drew Neal will be driving Marcy as a keeper in race number 3. Perfect day over here, 84 degrees, sunny, very light wind. Not too humid, a little balmy, but not too bad overall. Just a picture perfect day in Zanesville. Got great attendance here. Pretty much, I would say, 2/3 of our grandstand is completely filled in. Every time I've come over, I love the fair, this fair. I've been to a lot of fairs. I think I cover about 8 to 12. All depending on each year is the schedule. Sometimes they rotate in or out, but I've been religiously over here in Zanesville ever since we started the broadcast. I love coming over here, and one of is the buzz and excitement from the fans and people here. It's nice to see people. There's lines at the wagering window, which if you are on track, it's at the upper end of the grandstand, right underneath on the front side by the fence. They've got about 3 or 4 tellers up there. Not sure what the handle is here, but it's a decent handle. For some of our viewing audience, we're looking at a horse right now in the middle of our screen. Someone might look at those colors and say, that looks like David Miller's colors. Well, that is David Miller's colors. That's his daughter, Devin Miller, who does train here locally in Ohio, and she's got a horse that's a contestant in race number 4, the 5-horse Bob's Dream. Not sure if that's Bob's Dream she's scoring down or another horse, but nice to see her on the racetrack. She's an excellent amateur driver. Looks like we've got pretty much all of our horses for race number 3 on the track. Won't be long, as you can see at the top of the stretch there. There's most of our contestants. There's 5 of them. As there's Ratliff mentioned, we're only waiting for the one, and he's on the backstride stretch starting to come over. So we will have a post parade for you very shortly, as well as a breakdown of this field. And here's your post parade.
That's the call to post for the upcoming 3rd race. Trophy presented in memory of Dr. James Booth. Southern Valley Colt Circuit, 2-year-old filly Pacers, a field of 6 per $6,633. 1, Marcy is a keeper. Driver change, Drew Neal. 2, Hurricane Hadley, Christian Myers aboard. 3 is Midnight Moon Dance and Clayton Pfeiffer. 4, Pink Bubbles, Brady Clemens. 5, Burning Spirit, Dylan Fagan. And the 6, War Cry, Carson Conrad, in the sulky.
And that's your field for race number 3, which is the first division of the 2-year-old filly Pacers. The 1 horse, Marcy is a keeper. Drew Neal, driver change. Ryan Deaton trains for Randy T. Young Stables of MacArthur, Ohio. I was talking to Randy one day, and he did name this horse after his daughter. This horse is 0 for 5 on the season. Does have 3 third-place finishes, 2 third last time out and a third the time before at Mansfield and Jefferson. Looks to use the rail position in hot driver Drew Neal in the sulky.
In the 2, we got Hurricane Hadley, driven by Christian Myers. Trainer is Stephen Harris. Has had 4 starts this year with 1 third down at Wellston. It paced in 2:05 and 2 there at Piketon. That is the fastest mile paced yet.
3 horse, Midnight Moon Dance. Bobby Carter owns and trains. Clayton Pfeiffer has the lines today. This looks like Bobby's only horse he has in training. The horse is 6 starts, 1 win, 2 seconds. A nice mark at 57-1, a qualifier at Scioto. 6 back on the program. This horse is 9-2 and has a good chance today.
In the 4, Pink Bubbles, driven by Brady Clemens. Trainer Eric Nesselrode has had 3 starts this year with 1 first and 2 seconds. Pretty good. Has had the first at Piketon and then had seconds at Athens, Wellston, and Scioto Downs for a qualifier.
5 horse, Burning Spirit. Dylan Fagan gets the drive today. Take off Austin Handers, put up Dylan Fagan. Brett Shorts trains this horse. 0 for 5 on the season, does have a 3rd place finish. $2,186 in earnings. Good third last time out at Chillicothe.
In the 6, we got War Cry, driven by Carson Conrad. Trainer is Steve Carter. This filly is a Summa Colada and has had 9 starts this year with 4 wins, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds, making it just over $24,000. Had a win there in Athens last week, where it paced in 2:06 and 2.
And that's your field of 6 for race number 3. All 6 horses will go to the starting gate. Current look at the tote board. 4 horse, Pink Bubbles, is your current even money favorite. Second choice is the 6 at 9-5, War Cry.
Looks like for this division, the track record is 2:02 flat. You think we're going to have a chance in beating that?
That's a good question. I mean, we had the first race was a 2-minute by 3-year-old pacer, so typically 2-year-olds are a little bit slower, but you never know. We've got a nice track today. It's awful sunny and bright, and sometimes you get these sunny, fast tracks. These horses bounce around there and go pretty quick, so it could happen. Four remains your prohibitive favorite at even money. Pink Bubbles at even money. 6 horse, War Cry, 2-1 second choice. Third choice, number 3, Midnight Moon Dance at 3-1. Horses are assembling up the backside. Starting truck is starting to roll, and we're going to send it up to call race number 3 by Ayers Ratliff.
Starting gate is rolling. 2-year-old filly Pacers trophy presented in memory of Dr. James Booth. Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 2-year-old filly Pacers, a purse $6,633. Top of the stretch. Race number 3, and here they come. They're off into pacing, and it's Midnight Moon Dance trying for the lead. Marcy is a keeper, their second. Here comes War Cry moving up on the outside. Pink Bubbles made a break at the back, so they'll start on into the back stretch. And with the lead, War Cry. Up on the outside, Burning Spirit. Burning Spirit now gets the lead. War Cry is there in second. In there to be third is Midnight Moon Dance. Pacing an early fourth, Marcy is a keeper. Then we have Hurricane Hadley, and way back the trailer, Pink Bubbles. Quarter there in 31-1. On into the turn they go, and War Cry, off of a win at Athens, is the leader here. In there to be second is Burning Spirit. Midnight Moon Dance is pacing in third. Marcy is a keeper there fourth. Hurricane Hadley still fifth, and the trailer, Pink Bubbles. Moving down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, and it's Carson Conrad. He's got War Cry out there and on the lead. In their second, Burning Spirit. Midnight Moon Dance third. The half, 104-1. On into the turn they go. War Cry is the leader. In their second, Burning Spirit. Midnight Moon Dance is there in third. Marcy as a keeper is fourth. In their fifth, Hurricane Hadley. Pink Bubble says, hey guys, wait for me, as they move up the backstretch and press on to three quarters. With the lead, War Cry. Here comes Marcy as a keeper. Marcy as a keeper is coming up to challenge. Also finding room to the outside, Midnight Moon Dance by three quarters. War Cry is there in 137-3. Marcy as a keeper, their second. Along the inside, Burning Spirit. Outside for Midnight Moon Dance, who's looking three wide. They're at the top of the stretch. They're three across the racetrack. We got a horse race here in Zanesville with the lead, War Cry. Far outside, coming on is still Midnight Moon Dance right there. Marcy as a keeper. War Cry. War Cry held on to win. Time of the mile, 2:07 1/5.
There you have it, 2:07 1/5. Exciting race. Three of the horses across the track. One horse, Marcy is a keeper, could not get by. Very aggressive drive today off the starting gate for Carson Conrad on War Cry. Made every pole, winning one, and held on gamely. 6-1-4 unofficial. That was a pretty exciting race, wasn't it, Sam?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Got our money's worth today, for sure.
That is now War Cry's second win in the past week. He had the win there at Athens with 2:06-2.
Yeah, nice race that day. This horse has made a ton of money down on that Kentucky Fair circuit. Carson co-owns this horse with his dad as well, but this horse now will pick up a push earnings almost to $27,000, $28,000. But big effort as groom Ben Lindsay makes his way to the winner's circle for the Steve Carter clan. Very professional effort by War Cry. That horse actually made three moves in that race. Went to the lead, then let Dylan Fagan go up the backside, came right back around to grab the racetrack at the half. Backed it off just a little bit, but a nice, big, bold move by Marcy's a keeper up the backside. But this six-horse held sway, and we'll be on the way to the winner's circle here shortly. It is official, too, on the tote board. 6-1-3, correction there. The three-horse was the one that got third. 6-1-3 official. 6 does pay $520 to win. Exacta. 5 all, not covered. So if you're local and you had bet that, it is an all ticket. We got a try in the all ticket as well, so make sure you check your tickets. And here's the winner's circle.
Memory of Dr. James Booth. It's the 6 War Cry. War Cry is a 2-year-old bay filly by Summa Cum Laude. Atavid Callaway by Always Be Mickey. On by Charles Conrad, Carson, and Carter Conrad. Steve Carter is in for a training double. Carson Conrad, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:07 and 1.
There you go. Race number 3 in the book. 613 official takes us to race number 4. We've got a whole field of 8 signed on in race number 4. We've got 3 driver changes for you here. The 1, Ryan the Lion, Drew Neal. 2, short horse, Blue Streak, Tommy, Christian Myers. And the 8, field goal, Dylan Fagan will be in the sulky on field goal. We'll tell you about race number 4 after these important messages.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Volstead, Coach K Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Welcome back to the Muskingum County Fair. We are on race 4 out of the 8 races today, so almost halfway there. We got a big field this one. We got 8 of them. Looks like might have 2, 3 on the track now. So we're getting that way. We're getting started here. This one is a 3-year-old Colts and Geldings mile trot. Purse is $12,575, only division. Looks like the track record for this one is 201-1, held by Naughty Triumph in 2021. We had a good breeze going for a little while, but it kind of stopped. It's getting a little hot in here, but we'll make it through.
We were blessed with David Young to come over and see us. David is a driver on the circuit here. He's driving in race number 6 the 2-horse, VH Goldie. He was coming over to talk to us a little bit about his mount in that race. Always good to see David. David worked for the Steve Carter stables for about 15, 18 years. He's out on his own now, so it's nice to see him making a mark, getting some good races and some good mounts and all that good stuff. So nice to get to catch up with some of the locals. Still waiting for horses on the racetrack, huh, Sam? Looks like a couple are out. We still got about 4 more to go. This is one division again, which is really nice. When we get these bigger 8-horse fields, it's because we're only going one dash for all the cash, $12,573 for 3-year-old colt trotters. It's a nice, good field. A lot of good horses in here. Again, 3 driver changes. Drew Neal on the 1, Ryan the Lion, Blue Streak Tommy, Christian Myers, and field goal far outside Dylan Fagan. 6 across here, both the 7 and 8 will trail from the 2nd tier. Current look at the odds board. The 6 horse is your favorite at even money. Power Hill, Alex Hawk for Mike Sowers, currently the even money favorite. 1 horse scoring down very nicely on the track, Ryan the Lion. Jimmy Smith always has his horses looking real good. Jimmy's got 2 in here. He's got Delwyn, who he is driving from the 2nd tier. And Ryan the Lion obviously gets the services of Drew Neal today, but looks very well meant on the track. And that horse is 9-2, probably worth a wager for how good he looks on the track.
Alrighty, I got a question for you.
Yes.
So this seems to be a 50-50 answer here. Do you prefer all black, all the equipment straight up black, or do you like some color popped into it?
I like color. I'm a color person, yeah. Like our orange swag bags. I like my stable. I like to have orange. But, yeah, I like when horses come out and they might have, like, neon kind of stuff. Like even the saddle pad on the 7, I like that. It's a pink saddle pad, bright. I do like when people buy stuff that, headgear, things that do have color to it. But that's just me, personal preference.
Oh, yeah. See,
Most famous guy in MacArthur, Ohio, is currently in the grandstands right now. Randy T. Young. Yep, horse race good. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, sorry to hear that. Randy Young teasing us a little bit about the money that he was betting. His horse, he actually owned the horse that ran in the last race. 2nd, Marcy's a keeper. That's the owner right there in the grandstand. So, still need 3 more horses on the track. Again, this is just such a fun place to be. If you're local in the area, please come out and see us. We've got excellent food. Got excellent concessions, just a great fair to be at. But if you always want to get up and close and personal to the horses, this is the place to be at, because our barns are actually behind our grandstand. They have to come out onto the track. So that's what takes some of the horses to get out onto the track a while. But again, for our program for our 12 years and younger folks too, come up and get a swag bag and start to get involved and see a little bit how this works. We'll be here again tomorrow too, 6 p.m. post. Usually Steve gets here probably about an hour early to set up too, so you're more than welcome. We'll be pretty much available for any questions at 5 o'clock on tomorrow. We've got a nice card. I think 11 races tomorrow.
Sounds right.
Sounds right. 11 races tomorrow. Oh, well, then we have 9 tomorrow. Okay, so we have 9 races tomorrow. What's our 3-year-old trot record? Do we have a 3-year-old trot record there for our stuff?
Let's see here. It is 201-1 by Naughty Triumph in 2021.
Okay, so 4 years ago, with Naughty Triumph in 2002. What's our all-age trot record anyway? Is it 2 minutes?
It is 157-3.
Wow, who did that?
Past the Vape both years in 2020 and 2019. Both driver and trainer for Derek Radiker.
Yeah, so the 1 year that horse won Aged Trotter of the Year. Derek Wadaker did. He won Aged Trotter of the Year with Past the Vape. So that's pretty exciting. That tells you we have a pretty fast oval here.
Mm-hmm.
What's our all-age pace record?
157-1 from 2021 with MJ's Reflection, driver Alex Hawk and trainer Ed Ryder.
Okay. We've got a packed grandstand here today, too. Just about completely filled in. I would say 3/4 of the way filled. People are wagering, watching. We've got Win Play Show, Perfecta, Quinella, Trifecta wagering. A lot of different pools to bet into here. And had some good overlays, too. First couple races, we had $29 daily double with the betting favorite in the second and second choice in the first. Looks like we're still waiting for 2 horses. I see 6 horses on the track, so we still got 2 more contestants before we give you a post parade. There's 1 on the track. Looks like the 8-horse and Dylan Fagan is now field goals on the track. So we're getting real close to getting everybody together and doing a post parade here within the next few minutes. Oh, and there's our last contestant that just walked onto the track, Devin Miller with Bob's Dream. And there's your field of 8. Just got to assemble them and bring them in front of the grandstands. Current look at the wagering board, the 6-horse Power Hill remains your even money favorite. This horse comes into here with 4 straight exacta finishes, a winner last time out at Athens. And that's why the wagering dollars are going there for now. But this is a well-open, oiled field, and here's your post parade.
Here are the horses for race number 4, 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters. Purse of $12,575. Trophy by MNC Trucking. 1, Ryan the Lion. Make the driver Drew Neal. 2 is Blue Streak Tommy. Driver change Christian Myers. The 3 is Mr. Squeeze. That driver Carson Conrad. 4, MJ Zelensky, Brady Clemens. 5, trailing the others, Bob's Dream and Devin Miller. 6, Power Hill, Alex Hawk. 7 is Del Wynn, Jimmy Smith. And the 8, Field Goal, Make the driver Dylan Fagan in the sulky.
And there's your field of 8. Here we go. The 1-horse, Ryan the Lion. Jimmy Smith trains Mike Lickard of Canonsburg, the owner. Drew Neal gets the lines today. This horse is 0 for 19 in the career, but don't sell that too short. 3 second-place finishes. Does draw the coveted rail and does show gate speed. One of the contenders in here in 5-1. Nice price and looks wonderful on the racetrack.
On the 2, we got Blue Streak Tommy, driven by Christian Myers. Trainer Jeremy Moore has had 13 starts this year with 3 thirds, which 2 of them have came from this past 2 starts, 1 at Athens and 1 at Piketon.
3-horse, Mr. Squeeze, Carson Conrad for Steve Carter. These connections are looking to double up from the last race. Part-time Stables owns them from Napoleon, Michigan. This horse your leading money winner in the field, too. $19,271, 14 starts, 3 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, 9 of 14 on the board. One of the main competitors does show leaving the gate as well, and nice second choice at 7-2.
In the 4, we got MJ Zelensky, driven by Brady Clemens, trainer Eric Nesselrode. It is a long Tom and owner Dole Bross from West Portsmouth, Ohio. Has had 5 starts this year with 3 seconds and 1 third. And then lifetime 14 starts, 5 seconds and 4 thirds, making just over $15,000 lifetime. Had 2 seconds there a couple weeks ago, 1 at Piketon and 1 at Carroll. Has had the fastest trotting mile in 2:01 and 3 there at Piketon.
5-horse, Bob's Dream. Devin Miller owns, trains, and drives this one. 0 for 15 on the season. Shows some breaks, actually, but the one time she stays flat, 4 back on the card, was a nice game, 3rd-place finish. Again, a big purse here. Devin Miller's a good horsewoman, and this one has a rank outsider's chance. A good overlay at 17-1.
In 6 is Power Hill, driven by Alex Hawk, trainer Mike Sowers, also owner. Has had 11 starts this year with 2 wins, 3 seconds, and 1 first, making almost $17,000 this year. Lifetime $53,000. Has had 1 win last week there at Athens and trotted in 2:01 and 2.
7-horse, Del Wynn will start from the second tier. Delwyn, two wins and 11 starts, but is 6 of 11 on the board, 2 minutes, 1/5 at Northfield. Again, Jimmy Smith's an excellent horseman. Does draw the second tier. If Ryan the Lion leaves the gate and this one gets away 3rd, 4th, or 5th, could be a factor on the exactas and trifectas.
In the 8th, Field Goal, driven by Dylan Fagan, trainer Alicia Hanners, has had 12 starts this year with 1/3.
And that's your field of 8 heading to the gate for $12,575. We're going to let Ayers Ratliff figure this field out right now.
Purse $12,575. Trophy by M&C Trucking. Top of the stretch. Race number 4, 3-year-old Colton gelding trotters, and here they come. They're off and trotting, and Mr. Squeeze tries for the lead. Ryan the Lion roars at the rail as they will move around the turn. Losing stride, MJ Zielinski. Out there 3 wide, Power Hill as they move on into the backstretch. In there to be 4th comes Blue Streak Tommy. Trotting in 5th is Field Goal. Then we have Delwyn. Back down trotting is MJ Zielinski. Off stride, Bob's Dream. Onto that quarter they go, and Power Hill. Power Hill has them out there by almost 2, 29 1/5. So Power Hill is hot to trot for Alex Hawk. Mr. Squeeze is there in 2nd. Looking him over 3rd, Ryan the Lion. Gapped out 4th is Blue Streak Tommy. Field Goal is next. Then we have Delwyn as they come down here to the halfway mile mark of the race. They're out there being led by Power Hill. Power Hill is a length and a half to the good. In their 2nd, Mr. Squeeze. Halfway home, 59 1. So with that lead, Power Hill, he's going to a fire. Over there in 2nd is still Mr. Squeeze. Ryan the Lion looks to the outside for Drew Neal. He starts to rev it up from the 3-hole. He's now 2nd and trying to rile in the leader. Ryan the Lion roars on the outside to get the lead. Power Hill went too fast too early. He's now spit the bit. Getting around that one comes still Mr. Squeeze. Also to the outside, Blue Streak Tommy. 3/4 and 1/30 4/5 around the final turn. Ryan the Lion on the outside, Mr. Squeeze. Top of the stretch, they turn for home. Ryan the Lion, Mr. Squeeze. Ryan the Lion inside, Mr. Squeeze on the outside. Ryan the Lion and Mr. Squeeze. Mr. Squeeze will come on to win. Ryan the Lion 2nd, Blue Streak Tommy was 3rd. Time of the mile, 2:01 1/5.
2:01 We'll get Sam to take a look to see if that is a track record for 3-year-old colts. We're not sure as of yet, but great race. If you wanted exciting racing, you got it. Mr. Squeeze, double up for the Carter Conrad clan here. Has 2nd trainer Ben Lindsay stopped by the booth to say hi to us. Mr. Squeeze left the gate very aggressively, sat 2nd the whole way, got looped by Ryan the Lion, who looked real good in the post parade. Source raced real good today. Won the battle, but lost the war, and the war was won by Mr. Squeeze.
Which ties with the track record.
So we not only have a winning effort, but ties the track record, 2:01 Seeing some record keeping happening over here today at the Muskingum County Fair, as Mr. Squeeze writes his name into the record books with a 2:01 score. I thought they had a chance, Sam, because they went to the half in 59, and that was a pretty snappy battle. So,
oh yeah,
nice race and nice effort, and the Carter clan will be coming back here as 2nd trainer Ben Lindsay makes his way to the winner's circle with Mr. Squeeze, who now vaults over $20,000 on the season and actually over $50,000 on his career. Mr. Squeeze.
Winner of race number 4, trophy by M&C Trucking. It's the 3, Mr. Squeeze. Mr. Squeeze is a 3-year-old bay-gutted son of Muscle Up the Goal at a Master Sweetie by Master Levesque. Owned by Part-Time Stable. trained by Steve Carter, who's in for a training triple today, and Carson Conrad, a driving double. Time of the mile, 2:01, 1/5.
Results still unofficial, 3-1-2, unofficial, Mr. Squeeze. Judges are taking a quick look at anytime you have trotters in a big field and breakers. Our judges do a great job here, just making sure that everything is in good working point. Three will pay at least $8 to win, as this horse went off as a 3-1 second choice. 6 horse at 4-5 did not hit the ticket, so these should be good exactas and trifectas, as the 3 was 3-1, 1 6-1, 2 18-1. So in a full field of 8 like this, I would not even be surprised if we have an all ticket on the try or exacta.
Right now he's sandwiched in there. Here comes
Judges continue to look at our video footage, reviewing race number 4. Got four races down, still 4 races to go here. Absolutely picture-perfect, beautiful day in Zanesville, Ohio, in the Muskingum County Fair. Ferris wheels is rolling. We've got spider rides here. We got all kinds of cool stuff. Sam, are you an amusement park person?
I am.
Nice. Okay, so in the fairs, this is only your second fair, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you like to go to any fairs to go to the rides or hang out or anything?
So actually, I grew up in the harness racing business. So we used to have fair horses. This year, we do not. But I've been here, raced here a couple times, and I am not a fair rider.
Gotcha.
So my family, we get season pass tickets to Kings Island and the Cedar Fairs. So why go on these little rides, you know?
If you can go to Kings Island, you're good. That's all you had to say. That's good enough. I love Kings Island.
Yes.
I love Kings Island. That's always like, I used to years ago work around that Cincinnati area.
Okay.
And we used to skip out on work and go to Kings Island for the day during the week, and that was a lot of fun.
I always remember all my friends at my home fair, which is Pickaway County, they would all go buy the tickets for the rides. And my parents would be like, we're not spending money on that. We spent money on your pass for the Kings Island. So it was kind of a thing. Never got to ride.
Race 4 is official now. 3-1-2. 3 pays $8.20 to win. Exacta $24.80. Nice exacta. Trifecta and the other mutuals were good as well, too, as they circle back through. Well, race number 4 is official. No changes made. Takes us to race number 5. This is one of my favorite races for anybody that knows and listened to me in the past. I love the free-for-all because you bring all these horses in here that are old-class horses that are still doing it. And we've got 5 horses headed to the gate here. Only one chain. Frisky up, make the driver Christian Myers. We'll tell you more about race number 5 after these messages.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the cool winds of November.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. Thestable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at thestable.ca.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Welcome back to the Muskingum County Fair. Beautiful Zanesville, Ohio. Don Tiger, Sam Mayhew bringing you all 8 races today. We've got halfway point, 4 in the books, 4 still to go. Race number 5, free for all. First division of free for all going for $1,000. That's what I always like about this race, Sam. You get geldings, you get mares, you get old horses, you get seasoned drivers, you get young drivers, a little bit of everything. We had John Hostetler, 78 years young. You got Drew Neal, 25 years old, all competing in the same event. Actually, Christian Myers would be the youth of the race. Christian, I believe, is only young, early 20s. He is 22.
Yeah.
There you go. So we've got 22, 78. We've got horses here with 22 starts, 13 starts, 135 starts, 29 starts, 130 starts. Mark of the field is 51 by Choose Carefully. So a lot of exciting, and to get all these people to come out here and race for $1,000, this is for the fun of it. This isn't just for the money. This is people that are coming out, wanting to be participating, be part of the event, and it's always a fun race.
So what is your favorite fair that you've ever been to?
Oh, that's a good one because, I mean, I really like the Dark County Fair.
Mhm.
And I think because outside of, well, that's tough too because Canfield has a massive group of people that show to Canfield. Canfield attendance is amazing. In fact, first time that I worked at Canfield, this is a funny story. I get there like a half hour, 40 minutes early. And I'm one of the guys, like, we go on the air, let's say at 1 o'clock. I like to get there at 12:30, 12:40. I'm not a Roger Houston that gets there 2 hours early. Well, I got to Canfield at probably 45, 50 minutes before post. I got to the grandstand about 10 minutes to post. So Canfield, have you been to Canfield?
I can't say I have.
It is a massive fair, and they've got like 20 gates to park at. But when you park, like the best way I can describe it here is off into this ridge here of trees that we see. You park there to walk here. It is massive. Steve's kind of showing you we have like a nice foliage in the backdrop, the greenery over there as we see kind of the first turn as they go into the or second turn, I guess. That area, you park there and you walk all the way. So it's completely flat, Canfield is, but they have 20 gates that you go into. And it's just massive. So, I mean, I would say that might be, I don't even know what the attendance is, but I think it's the most attended fair in Ohio.
Okay.
I would take a stab. Now, obviously, Delaware gets the most horse racing attendance. But I think what's neat about the Dark County Fair is the people in the community rally around it. And it's only, I think they have 2 or 3 day meet. But, I mean, they have, I think Travis Tritt's playing this year, I heard. They always get a couple good acts, you know, that play music there. But there's always so many people. The grandstand's always packed. All the seats are sold out. They've got a couple feature races there. Thursday, the partial pace, I think it's Thursday the 21st. I'm taking a guess because I don't have a calendar in front of me, one of those dates. But I love that fair a lot. But it's funny because I really like this fair. And I like going to Burton. Burton's a fun fair too. So each fair has its own little flair. And it might be sometimes the food. It might be sometimes the people. Like, I really enjoy when we have a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
When I go to a fair and there's no wagering, I don't like that because I think it's fun. Whether we're betting or not doesn't matter. It's nice to see people excited because when people are betting $2 to win on someone and they win $6, hey, it's an extra value meal or a lemonade behind the stand. So, like, that's what I like. I like wagering, and I like just the different feel. And the feel that you get at Zanesville is really, really cool, you know. I'm not positive, but I think tomorrow we'll have a band here, too. I think they bring the band out to play after the races, maybe, in the grandstand. So that'll be something, too, for tomorrow. But, yeah, that's a hard question to answer, but I'd probably say the Dark County Fair, which is Greenville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good
What
answer.
about yours? Since you used to race, where
Oh.
did you like to go? Where's your favorite fair?
This one is definitely one of my top ones. Let's see here. I'm kind of biased. Pickaway County.
There you go. Okay. Yep.
Home fair. Love it.
And Pickaway, that's Circleville, right?
Yeah,
okay.
that's correct.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yep. So I help work the harness racing with the senior fair board there. So I've always kind of been behind the scenes of that, and then also had a few times where our horses raced there. So, but yeah, I like Zanesville a lot. Another one I would have to say would probably be Dark County. That one's a good one. So, and then obviously you got Delaware. Delaware is just its own thing.
Correct.
So.
Yeah, great food options at Dark County as well. Really good places to eat there too. And like I said, I just love how the Horsemen and everybody just rallies around it, and the fans. And Jim Bucci, one of the political figures in Dark County, always comes to the races. He's a very big supporter. I think we got all our horses. I'm not as smart as you because I'm not in college anymore, but I see 5, so that means 5 horses are on the track.
Yep.
And our youthful driver in front of the grandstands, Christian Myers, who picked up the mount on Frisky Up, 22-year-old Christian Myers. To his left at the gate will be John Hostetler at 78. So we've got a little bit of everything. We've got a mare in this race, too, Rockin' Requiem. She's pretty speedy, too. At one of my fairs, she's the track record holder. I think maybe Carrollton. Not positive, but and here's your post parade.
Here are the horses for the fifth race. Raced as a thank you to the veterans. This is a free-for-all pace. Going for $1,000, one choose carefully, John Hochstetler. 2 is Frisky Up, make the driver Christian Myers. 3 is Rockin' Requiem, Alex Hawk. 4 is Sweet Illusion with Derek Wadaker. And the 5, DC Rockin' Moon Dancer, Drew Neal in the sulky.
There's your field of 5, and we're going to tell you a little bit about them. The one horse, Choose Carefully. John Hostetler owns, trains, and reigns this one horse. This horse is only 0 for 1 on the season, but comes off a vet scratch lame April 1st. Hasn't raced until the 18th of March from Poconos that day. Individually timed 55-2. I'm sure John's using this as a qualifier as he's sitting in the sulky here today. Can't see any tote action on this one, but this one was 1 of 11 last year with the mark of 51. So this horse has some speed, obviously a little bit of physical problems, but draws the coveted rail.
And 2, we got Frisky Up, driven by Christian Myers, trainer David Morgan. Let's see here. Hasn't raced since Dayton of last year, so has no starts this year, but 13 lifetime and 1 win and 1 third. Has made just over $6,000. Had a third there at Dayton back in October, and that was the one time it got a third.
3-horse Rockin' Requiem, the only mare of the race. This horse, this 8-year-old mare, 1 for 21 on the season, and that win was last time out at Northfield, 55-2. That's a nice effort. Aaron Merriman's in the sulky that day. Today you get Alex Hawk, Steve Harris trains. This horse was 3 for 28 last year. 28 career wins, mark of 52 at Northfield. Even though this girl's against the boys, she's 2-1 and one of the horses to beat in here.
Here we got another mare, 4-year-old Sweet Illusion, driven by Derek Radiker, trainer Jason Urin, and has 14 starts this year with 4 seconds and 2 thirds, making just over $20,000 this year. Had 29 lifetime starts with 2 wins and 6 seconds, 4 thirds there. had a fourth last week there at Scioto Downs and paced in 152-1, so got some speed there.
5-horse DC Rockin' Moon Dancer. Melvin Byler trains for Stephen Butler and Eric Butler. True Neal has the lines today. This horse is 2 for 19 on the season with a mark of 56-1 at Northville. Has made $12,000. Last year was 1 for 36. Does have 12 lifetime wins and $154,000 in earnings. Second leading money earner in the field. And that's your compact field of 5. Currently the favorite is Sweet Illusion for a local Zanesville connection here, the Lionel Wadaker. Second choice, the 3-horse Rockin' Weckram for Steve Harris, and this horse is 2-1. So got a couple local hopes here. The 2 is owned by the Norris, Morgan, and Zymer folks, all from Zanesville, Ohio. And obviously Wadaker Racing owns the 4. And we got 2 girls in here against the boys, both the 3, Rockin' Weckram and Sweet Illusion. They are taking on the boys, and they're the favorites, actually. And we're going to send it up to Ayers Ratliff for the call, the free-for-all, race number 5.
First division of the free-for-all pace. This one a thank you to the veterans. Gate is rolling. Purse $1,000, field of 5, top of the stretch for the 5th race. Here they come. They're off and pacing, going out there for the lead. Rockin' Requiem inside. Choose carefully. Sweet Illusion is out there in 3rd. 4th at the wood comes Frisky Up. And the trailer DC Rockin' Moon Dancer as they move into the back stretch. And Rockin' Requiem is making a short work of this field thus far. Rockin' Requiem leads them by 4. Trying to tighten in their 2nd. Choose carefully. Sweet Illusion is over their 3rd. Pacing 4th, Frisky Up. And DC Rockin' Moon Dancer opening quarter 28 4/5. On into the turn they go. Rockin' Requiem leads. They're in 2nd. Choose carefully. Sweet Illusion is over there in 3rd as they travel down here to the half. Frisky Up, pacing 4th, the trailer, DC Rockin' Moon Dancer. As they move to the halfway mile mark of the race, Rockin' Requiem has the lead. They're in 2nd. Choose carefully, the half. 58-4, moving up and around the turn. With the lead, it's still Rockin' Requiem. Here comes Sweet Illusion, moving up on the outside, was 3rd, now 2nd, trying to dial in the leader as they pace up the backstretch to 3/4. Rockin' Requiem, Sweet Illusion is on the outside now, trails the neck. In there to be 3rd is a Choose Carefully as they move by 3/4, and Sweet Illusion shoves the neck on top. Over there to be 2nd, Rockin' Requiem, 128-3. Moving around the turn to the top of the stretch. It's Sweet Illusion. Rockin' Requiem on the inside. DC Rockin' Moon Dancer 3rd. Down the stretch they come. And with the lead, it's Sweet Illusion. Sweet Illusion by 2, by 3. By golly, Sweet Illusion after it all. Rockin' Requiem 2nd. DC Rockin' Moon Dancer was 3rd. 157 3/5.
157-3. We're going to have to get Sam to take a look at our charts here to see if that's a track record.
Already did, and so close. The track record is 157-1.
Okay, so we're 2 ticks off the track record. And what about mares? Do we have a breakdown for mares on our page? See if that was a mare track record? Aged mare?
Does not say anything
Doesn't
about
say
mares.
anything about mares. Okay.
Nope.
I would venture to say that that's a track record for the mare division because obviously our current track record holder, I believe, is a gelding or a colt. But it's girls' day here at Zanesville as the girls' 5-horse field. 2 fillies in here, 2 mares. Mares run 1-2. Sweet Illusion and Rockin' Requiem rounding out the field. DC Rockin' Moon Dancer was 3rd. Great race there. A lot of excitement. Rockin' Weckram grabbed the track with big opening quarter, 28 apiece. Backed it off a little bit, but when Sweet Illusion moved at the half, came up and collared that one, went by in the lane, and that is a driving double for Derek Wadaker and a ownership double for Derek Wadaker. So the locals, we had a lot of people in the grandstands cheering as well for the Zanesville natives. And full winner circle, as Lionel always has out here for his group of people, as his son Derek will make his way back with Sweet Illusion. She made an illusion for the rest of the field as they could not catch her and not find her. 4-3-5 official, 320 to win, 4-3 exact at $5. Trifecta 4-3-5, $780. Very popular mutuals with the local folks.
Quite a bit of little ones down there in the winner's circle.
Yes, Lionel has a great big family and a lot of grandkids and other folks, probably local people here. Sweet Illusion is taking her sweet time to get back to the winner's circle. 57-3, definitely a very snappy mile here over for Zanesville. Maybe shows some signs of some more things to come, as we do have a second division of the free-for-all pace in race number 7.
After winning our 5th race, a thank you to the veterans for Sweet Illusion. Sweet Illusion is a 4-year-old bay mare by Sweet Lou, at a Rose Run Skylar by the Ponderosa. Oh, my Lionel Ray Wadaker of Zanesville, Ohio, Jason Irwin Twains. Derek Wadaker's in for a driving double here thus far today, 157-3. Choose Carefully 4th, Frisky up 5th. Rockin' Requiem 2nd, Sweet Illusion the winner, DC Rockin' Moon Dancer was 3rd. 4-5-2-1-3, 28-4, 58-4, 128-3, 157-3.
There you have it. Race number 5 is in the books. That takes us to race number 6, which is 2-year-old fillies, the second division, 2-year-old filly pacers. We've only got one program change. The TBA Camden make the driver Drew Neal. We'll tell you more about race number 6 after these few messages.
Do you love... They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio. When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Welcome back to the Muskingum County Fair. Don Tiger, Sam Mayhew. We're bringing you some action here. We've got 5 in the books, but we still got 3 to go. If you're just joining us, we've got comes to this race number 6, the second division of 2-year-old filly pacers. This is the first of a 2-day meet over here in Muskingum County. We'll be back here tomorrow night for a businessman special night card. 6 p.m. post. We've got 9 races signed on for tomorrow. But sticking with today's theme, we're into race number 6. We've had a beautiful day over here. A little bit cloudy right now. We've had mainly sunny skies, light breeze, not too much humidity, 84 degrees. in between commercials there, I was listening to track announcer Ayers Ratliff make a kind of a general description of how the impact is of Ohio on horse racing. He said we have more foals, harness horse foals, than any other state in the United States, which is really cool. That tells you how our program has really grown, knowing that. And what does that do for the economy? It creates jobs. That's great to hear for Sam, who's at Ohio State and majoring in economics and agriculture. That'll probably lead her to plenty of job opportunities as well as everybody else. But the Buckeye State, not only do we have our Ohio State football team that we're excited about, but, man, the economy is booming and the horse racing community is really helping do that. And, again, as I've been coming over here to Zanesville, I don't know if this is 4 or 5 years. I'd have to go back on the calendar. But every year we seem to get more people to come out and support the racing and wagering. I've looked at the win pool currently. In the win pool right now, we've got $171. That's amazing for our fair circuit. Up to $185 right now. We haven't even post-braided, so we should be looking at probably getting $400 or so into that win pool when it's all said and done. But it's nice to see wagering, people supporting the sport. A couple locals won, exciting cheering and everything.
Yeah.
It's nice to see. They do take their time between races at this fair, though, don't they, Steve?
Oh, yeah.
Mansfield, it seemed like last week we were running them off like clockwork. You know, we were just like horses would be in a winter circle and we'd have a post parade right after. It seems like here we've got one horse on the track right now. That's it. Field of 5. This is a owner special because all 5 entrants will get a paycheck here. Always have to like a 5-horse field. We get paid all the way down. The only program change is Camden will be driven by Drew Neal. Current look at the tote board, the 2-horse VH Goldie, David Young for Tim Van Horn is your current 3-5 favorite. Dave did come up and say hi and stop up earlier today. This is his only drive on the card. As people might know that follow my handicapping, anytime a driver only has one drive on the card, that usually means they are a big chance because they drive a long way. David lives in Chillicothe, Ohio, which I believe probably would be an hour-and-a-half drive from here, right? Yeah.
Good
so
drive.
If you're taking an hour-and-a-half out of your day to come over here and drive for 5%, it can only mean one thing. You think that you're going to make a little bit of money. So even with this purse of $6,600, the winner would get $3,300. It's only a $150 payday if David wins. So, obviously, he thinks his chances are pretty good to make it over here. He did stop by and said he likes his chances today in this race. You can always catch our programs on harnessracingohio.com. We put our programs up about a half hour before every event that we have. I believe today we have Salina. Is that going on right now, too? So, okay. Do we have anything night tonight, do you know, on the calendar? Nope, just the only 2 games in town. Okay.
Looks like we got 2 horses on the field now, on the track.
Okay, so tomorrow we add one more thing on. We have Troy as well. So we'll have a triple header for you tomorrow, double header today. This is my favorite time of year because we have all kinds of fairs going on, multiple places, the western part of Ohio, eastern part of Ohio. Pretty much from here until Lancaster in October, we just go bang, 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 bang.
Oh, yeah.
Another horse has made his way onto the racetrack. Well, we got 3 out, 2 to go. Tractors out there, too, just grading the track after that snappy 57-mile. Again, if anyone here is in attendance that's listening to our broadcast, we do have some cool stuff for 12 years old and under. Come up and see Sam. She'll sign you up for her program for some swag bags and some education for little people. So if you're 12 years old and under, please come up and see us. Also, we have the passports here, too. We've got stamps, initials to give out. The more stamps you collect, the more initials you connect. Frank Froz will have some pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for everybody. I see another horse coming onto the track, so I believe now we have 4 of the 5 contestants out there.
Looks like it.
A couple years ago, it was pretty crazy. We had a horse get loose and ran through the infield.
Yeah, I was
Smash.
here for
Are you
that.
here for that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I know that horse mangled a few cars along the way, too.
Yeah.
All right, so we have 5 horses here, and we'll gather up. It's an interesting place because, again, we park in the infield here. I never do. I always park way back there because I need the exercise anyway. But they do bring cars to park in the infield, which, again, each fair has a different way of doing it. Like Mansfield, we were at Mansfield last week. You could have parked 100 cars, 1,000 cars there. I mean, it had massive open field for parking. Nice oval racetrack up there, too. Big grandstand. A lot of people showed up. We had wiener dog races, too, that night. That was pretty well attended. We had a great group there.
I feel like those wiener dog races are becoming very popular these days.
Hugely popular. Very, very popular. And they're well attended. They're great to come out and see. Yeah, we've got all our contestants on the track, so we're moments away from a post parade. Current look at the tote board, 3-5 betting favorite, VH Goldie, Tim Van Horn, Malta, Ohio, owns and trains. As spoken, David Young over from Chillicothe will drive to 2 VH Goldie. Here's your post parade.
Here are the horses for race 6, Win Play Show, Exacta, Quinella, Trifecta, wagering Drew Neal on 4. 1 is 2+2, Dylan Fagan is up. 3, VH Goldie and David Young the second. 3, Rust Never Sleeps, Alex Hawk. The 4, Camden, Make the Driver, Drew Neal. And the 5, My Western Home, Derek Wadaker in the sulky.
And here's your field for race number 6, the 1 horse, 2+2. Brett Schwartz trains. Dylan Fagan has the line today. This horse is 1 for 6 in the winner's circle, but 6 of 6 on the board. Very impressive. Third, second winner. Has been a stalwart on the fair circuit. Draws the inside post. Likes to go forwardly placed. Nice overlay at 15-1. I could easily see this horse being first or second.
In 2, we got VH Goldie, driven by David Young, trainer Tim Van Horn, also owner. This horse has had 5 starts with 4 wins so far this year and 1 second. So when you were saying David knew he had a good chance, I think so. He had second there at Urbana last week, but 4 in a row first for Mount Vernon, Carroll and Wellston, and Pike County.
3 horse, Rust Never Sleeps. Terry Thompson trains for Gwen Thompson. Alex Hawk has the lines today. Only brief career here, 2 starts so far, a 5th and a 4th, has gotten better each start. The fact that Alex Hawk stays loyal to this horse has been bet, too, very well, 1-1 and 3-1, 2 respective efforts. And this horse is 5-2 on the tote board. So this is a sleeper in here. There's a lot of barn buzz. This horse is getting very well support. Looks very good on the track, too, scoring down 3. Rust Never Sleeps at 5-2.
In 4, we got Camden, driven by Drew Neal. Trainer is Alicia Hanners, and Hanners Racing for the owner. Has had 4 starts this year, 1 first, 1 second, 1 third. Has made 5,500 this year, and looks like had a second there at Chillicothe, pasted 202 flat.
5 horse, My Western Home. Trent Starps trains for Vanita Wadaker. Derek Wadaker has the lines today. This horse is 1 for 6, but 5 of 6 on the board. A mark 201-1 last time out at Urbana. Again, the local Wadaker hope here. For Derek looks to make it 3 in the first 6 races here. Starting Wokenberg gate is starting to roll. Last look at the odds. 2-horse VH Goldie 4-5. 3-horse Russ Never Sleeps at 5-2. And on far outside, My Western Home at 2-1. We're going to see how this compact field of 5 shakes out right now as we send it up to the voice. Ayers Ratliff for the call of race number 6.
Top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing. 2+2 on the inside. VH Goldie on the outside. Far outside, My Western Home. There were 3 across the racetrack. Getting a bit steppy at the rail was 2+2. Getting away in 4th. Then as Russ Never Sleeps, the trailer is Camden. Into the backstretch they go. The leader, VH Goldie. Old Goldie's got him out there by almost 2. My Western Home is there in 2nd. In their 3rd, 2+2. Pacing 4th, Russ Never Sleeps. The trailer is Camden. By the quarter, 29 seconds flat. VH Goldie has this lead. In there still 2nd, My Western Home as they move around the turn. 2+2 is gapping in 3rd. Over there 4th, Russ Never Sleeps. The trailer. That's Camden as they straighten away and move down here to the halfway mile mark of the race. So David Young, the 2nd, has VH Goldie out there wing-dinging on the lead. In their 2nd is My Western Home. 2+2 is 3rd. The half in 58 and 3. Further back then is Rust Never Sleeps, and outside trailing Camden. Around the turn they'll head for the back stretch, and the leader VH Goldie. Goldie has opened up now by 3. In their 2nd, My Western Home. 2+2 is 3rd. Camden pokes a nose in 4th. Inside trailing, Rust Never Sleeps. On to 3/4 they go, and VH Goldie. The lead keeps getting bigger. 3/4, 1:29 and 1. Pacing around the final turn. VH Goldie now by 6. Trying to hold into 2nd is My Western Home. To the outside, 2+2. Moving to the top of the stretch. And if this was a fight, they'd have stopped it. It's VH Goldie who's just absolutely rubbing salt in the wound now. VH Goldie, much the best in here. 2+2 finishing 2nd. Camden was 3rd. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 2/5.
So I had a little fun with David Young prior to the race. If you were watching that video as he crossed the wire, he stuck his finger up to number 1. I told him to do that. That's his signature move when he goes to the winner's circle. VH Goldie, very well meant today. I think David actually, if you asked him post-race, he would say he overdrove his horse a little bit too. Got down to half in 58 and actually gapped out Derek's horse, the 5-horse My Western Home, and he just kept rolling, but she was well within herself. He had the lines tucked up tight underneath him. He had a snug hold of her still at the wire. She was just pacing on her own. As Ayers Ratliff said, she was basically, if it was a fight, they would have stopped it. She's much the best. This horse actually ran 2nd last time out at Urbana in the Buckeye Stallion Series. So to say that she's well on her way to maybe the fair final would be an understatement. Very happy for David Young. For anybody that doesn't know who David Young is, he worked for Steve Carter for about 20 years. He's now out on his own. So if you're looking for a young horseman, too, to get some horses, too, he does an excellent job training and driving. I believe he's over at Circleville, your neck of the woods. I think he's got some stalls over there now. So, yeah, he's starting to get his own stable going. But him and Tim Van Horn have hooked up this year. He's got one in tomorrow, too. He's got another drive tomorrow. But very happy for him. He's a hardworking guy. He's a good father. And he's like a son to me. So I'm glad to see him win here. This was a big effort.
Almost broke the track record, or tied, I should say. Track record is 2 flat, and he got 2 2/5.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 2/5. Pretty nice effort. Very popular win, Mutual, $340 win, $240 to place, $27 try, $9 Quinella, but it is official. And Tim Van Horn claimed Malta, Ohio is pretty close to here, isn't it?
What is it?
Malta?
I don't know
You
where
don't
that's
know?
at.
Okay, I don't either. I just have a sneaky feeling that Tim Van Horn, he's the tall gentleman down there. I have a feeling that they're not far from him because I do always associate Zanesville Fair kind of with him. He's always here. I could be wrong. Maybe someone could even correct me. But I believe Malta can't be that far from here. So. Well-supported winner circle, and VH Goldie very much a winner today. David told me pre-show that he was going to take no prisoners, and he did not take any prisoners today.
A 2-year-old Bay Filly by a Dancin' Yankee. At a Dancin' Treasure by a Rock and Roll Dance. Owned and trained by Tim Van Horn of Malta, Ohio. David Young the second, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 2/5. This one trophy by Laborers, local 5:30.
Okay, so I'd say that's close. I'd say that's local enough, but there's Tim with the cowboy hat in the winner's
2+2
circle.
second. VH Goldie the winner. Russ Never Sleeps fourth. Camden third. My Western Home fifth. 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, 29. 58 and 3. 129 and 1. 2 minutes, 2/5.
All the number one fingers are up in the winner's circle, about 6-8 people. That can only mean one thing. That was your winner of race number 6, VH Goldie.
Race 7.
So that's 6 in the books. We still got 2 more to go. Takes us to our second division of the free-for-allers. And I always tell everybody this, if you want to know what a racehorse is supposed to look like, a big, strong prize fighter, wait till you see the 4 Hillbilly Fairy Tale on the racetrack. This is just a big, gorgeous animal, 12 years old, has won this event a couple times. We're going no changes right now. We're going to tell you more about race number 7 after these messages.
Volstead, Coach K Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to OHHA.com. That's OHHA.com.
Welcome back to the Muskingum County Fair in Zanesville, Ohio. Beautiful Zanesville, Ohio today. We've had great temperatures, 80-degree plus weather, light breeze, not a ton of humidity, just a perfect summer day. We have 6 races in, 2 races still to go. Takes us to race number 7, which is our free-for-all. We had 2 divisions of the free-for-all today. First division was dominated by the girls, race number 5, as Sweet Illusion and Rock and Requiem laid it down. It came 4-3 in there. The girls ran 1-2. A little bit different here. We've got 5 horses signed on, and I believe we have all boys, right? Yeah, we've got a bunch of boys. And as I was saying right before we went off the air, wait till you see this Hillbilly Fairy Tale, who actually just has come on the track. She's at the upper end of the stretch, or he's at the upper end of the stretch. He's a 12-year-old gelding. He's won this race before. Charlie Myers, a local Western Pennsylvania guy with some deep roots over here, his brother David from Ohio. Son Christian drives this horse, but just this is a picture of what a horse is supposed to look like. Nice, big, strong, good-looking strapping horse. Just an amazing animal, and has had a very distinguished career, 31 wins or 37 wins. Just a pretty neat job. This horse is now obviously 9 of 16 last year. Pretty impressive. I know he's kind of racing on his fair circuit now. But nice to see this horse still competing at age 12. It's the only horse we have on the track as of this moment. So we'll give you more info as they all come out on the track. Are you back here tomorrow with us, Sam?
I am not.
You're not?
No.
Okay. All right.
I think Susan's out here.
Susan's here tomorrow. Okay.
My next fair is Rock Springs. The Rock.
So I've never been to Rock Springs, but I always hear about the famous first turn at Rock Springs.
Yeah, I've never been either. My dad and my sister always tells me all about it, but that's all I got. I guess a couple years ago, my dad raced there. My sister went with him. And as soon as they pulled in, my sister goes, "Can we go home?" She was not a fan. But I've heard that you are not a true driver until you have driven at the Rock. So.
And it has to go something with the first turn, because I know the first turn comes up and it's like almost like an L or something. It's a very sharp first turn. And that's the key is as a driver, if you can get around the first turn without going off the track or into the wall or whatever
Into
it
the
is.
grandstand is what I've heard.
Yes, correct. So there's got to be something. We've got 2 horses on the track now. Three to go, 2 on the track. When he comes back around, too, I'll have Steve get you a good view of Hillbilly Fairy Tale when he comes in front of the track. 252 lifetime starts, 37 wins, 39 seconds, 31 thirds, almost $250,000 in the bank, $237,000. This horse always finishes up well. Comes off a win, too, last time out at Athens in the free-for-all pace there with Christian driving. Charlie Myers, again, he lives close to me. He's out my neck of the woods. He does a great job keeping this one together. It's not easy keeping an equine athlete together. I know, just with Randy Stevenson, a longtime owner of his, just a great year last year, too. 9 of 15, $33,000, 54-1 mark at Woodstock that year as an 11-year-old. That's pretty good. Lifetime mark was 53 at the Meadows. That gives you a good picture. See, look at this horse. Nice size horse, strong. Nice long neck, strong rear end, just a perfect picture. I always say when you want to see what a racehorse looks like, look at Hillbilly Fairy Tale. Still only 2 horses. Now we have another horse on the track. Rosamund Rocker has just walked out into the track, so actually take that back. We got 4 horses on the track now. The 5 entered the racetrack too. Captain Income and Alex Hawk. It looks like we're just looking for Mr. Hostetler on Georgie's pick, and then we'll have a full field out there. Current tote board does have the 4 Hillbilly Fairy Tale is your 6-5 tepid favorite. 7-5 on the 3 Rose Run Zach, and Captain Income rounds out the field at 5-2. And local Zanesville as Rose Run Zach for the Waterker clan comes in front of the grandstands, gets a good ovation from the locals. I think that's why I like these free-for-all races so much, and the fair races in general, because it's so much fun and pride. Like, I mean, you look at this Hillbilly Fairy Tale, focusing again on him, or any of the entrants. They came all the way over from Houston, PA, which is a couple-hour drive today, to race for $1,000. And, I mean, that's pretty cool. That tells you it's more about the fun of it. I mean, father-son here duo. John Hostetler, 78 years old, on Georgie's pick, trying to get this one figured out, going the right direction. Rose Run Rocker, you've got Derek Waterker. I'm sorry, not Derek Waterker. You've got Brady Clemens on that one from Zanesville, Ohio Connections, the Bylers. You've got Derek Waterker driving for family here, father. And here is your post parade as I hear that famous music. Here's your field of 5.
Here are the horses for race 7. Trophy by Muskingum County Commissioners, free for all, second division, purse $1,000. Win, place, show. Exacta, Quinella, Trifecta. This one leads off the late double 1. Rose Run Walker, Brady Clemens. 2, George's Pick. John Hochstetler drives. 3, Rose Run Zach and Derek Wadaker. 4, Hillbilly Fairy Tale, Christian Myers. And the 5, Captain Income, Alex Hawk in the sulky.
Here's your field of 5. Rose Run Walker, Melvin Byler trains and co-owns with Stephen Butler of Salesville, Ohio. Brady Clemens has the lines today. Source is 0 for 16 on the season, but been keeping pretty good condition company up at Northfield. In the game, third last time out from the rail. Individually timed 56-4. Source is 9 career wins and a mark of 54-2 at Northfield. Currently 13-1, but with the inside post, does have a good shot.
In the 2, we got George's Pick. Owner, trainer, and driver John Hochstetler has only 1 start lifetime and this year. The rest have all been qualifiers for this past year. And for the qualifiers, looks like the fastest pace was 2:05.1. They're almost, what is that, March? Yeah, back in March.
3-horse Rose Run Zach. Derek Walker trains and drives for Wadaker Racing. Some nostalgia here. A&G's Delight was a mare that I used to own, and this is the dam of Rose Run Zach. This horse is 0 for 9 on the season. Was second 2 back in a free-for-all at Athens. 4 of 15 last year with a mark of 54 at Scioto. Big contender here. This horse has been racing some tough competition and local hope here. 6-5. Currently your betting favorite.
In the 4, we got Hillbilly Fairy Tale, driven by Christian Myers, trainer Charles Myers, and owner. Has had 6 starts this year with 1 win, 1 second. Lifetime 252 starts, 37 wins, 39 seconds, and 31 thirds, making $237,000 lifetime. Had a win last week there at Athens where it paced 2:02.1.
5-horse Captain Income. Terry Thompson trains for Gwen Thompson of Piketon, Ohio. Alex Hawk has the lines today. Source is 2 for 23 on the season, 13,000 in earnings, a mark of 55 at Northfield. Last time out in the free-for-all at Athens was a game 4th, starting from the 5 post. Prior to that, has had some bad posts, 8, 6, 6, 4. Draws the outside here again today, but does factor and is getting some wagering tote. Third choice currently at 3-1, and that is your field of 5, all signed on for race number 7. I see the Wilkenberg starting gate starting to roll. That can only mean one thing. We'll send it up to the voice. Ayers Ratliff to call race number 7.
Second division, free for all pacers, trophy by Muskingum County Commissioners. This one leads off the late double, purse $1,000. Field of 5, top of the stretch for the 7th race. Here they come. They're off and pacing. George's Pick and Rose Run Zach both off stride before the start. Looking to go to the lead is Hillbilly Fairy Tale. Hillbilly Fairy Tale leads. Captain Income is on the outside. Rose Run Walker is a right tight third. Rose Run Zach is there in 4th, and the trailer, George's Pick. Into the backstretch they go with the lead. Captain Income right back on the outside. Hillbilly Fairy Tale. And the Hillbilly comes back on to get the lead. And their second is Captain Income. Rose Run Walker is there in 3rd. Opening quarter 29-2. Then we have Rose Run Zach and George's Pick. They will move around the turn, being led by Hillbilly Fairy Tale out there by a length and a half. In their second, Captain Income as they straighten away. Along the inside, Rose Run Walker, that one's 3rd. Rose Run Zach is there 4th. The trailer, George's Pick. Moving here by the half, and the leader is still Hillbilly Fairy Tale, halfway home in a minute. In their second is Captain Income. Pacing third, Rose Run Walker. Then it's a Rose Run Zach and George's Pick. Into the backstretch. On their way to 3/4. Hillbilly Fairy Tale leads them out there by 2. Captain Income is there in second. Pacing third, Rose Run Walker. Rose Run Zach in fourth. That trailer, George's Pick. As they continue by 3/4, Hillbilly Fairy Tale puts up the numbers 129 and 4. Moving around the final turn, Captain Income pops the pocket and tries to rally here in the stretch drive. Rose Run Walker tightens in third. Rose Run Zach in fourth. They're at the top of the stretch and a drive for the wire. Hillbilly Fairy Tale outside Rose is trying to be there is Captain Income. Hillbilly Fairy Tale to win. Captain Income second, photo for show. $159 3/5.
Sub 2-minute mile, 159 and 3. Hillbilly Fairy Tale, the old man of the group, 12 years old, kind of took it to the youngsters, racing against 7-year-olds and 4-year-olds. Did not matter. Father Time still hasn't caught up with him. Great front-running effort. Made a nice power move to the front at the quarter pole. Looked a little bit like they were Captain Income. Looked like he was going to come at him and make it a better race, but in the lane, 4-horse Hillbilly Fairy Tale, your second choice at 8-5, drew off in the lane and won by about 3/4 of a length. Great race, and Captain Income put a nice circle around that one, too. That one ran very well today, left the gate well, and held game in second. So 4-5. Unofficial. I think we had a photo for third, for 1 or between the 1 and 3. We'll see how that all shakes out.
Front of the stands after winning race number 7, trophy by Muskingum County Commissioners. It is the 4, Hillbilly Fairy Tale. This a 12-year-old bay-goated son by the Ponderosa at a Cinderella Hanover by Better's Delight. It is his 38th lifetime win. Owned by Charles Myers. Randy and Theodore Stevenson. Charles Myers trains. Christian Myers, the winning driver, 159 and 3. Rose Run Walker was third. George's Pick fifth. Rose Run Zach fourth. Hillbilly Fairy Tale, the winner. Captain Income second. 3, 5, 4, 1, 2. 29 and 2. 1 minute. 129 and 4. 159 and 3. Your 8th race.
There you have it. Race number 7, official 451. Hillbilly Fairy Tale paid $540 to win. Nice exactas and trifectas for a small field underneath. 59-3. Snappy Mile. We're getting a little water onto the racetrack. That finishes us up for our getaway feature, race number 8, our last race on today's card. We've got 4 horses signed on here. No program changes. We'll tell you more about that race after these brief messages.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Welcome back to the Muskingum County Fair in beautiful Zanesville, Ohio. Don Tiger, Sam Mayhew, bringing you the last race on the card. Sam, tell us a little bit more about the Backstretch Buddies.
So the Backstretch Buddies Club, it is for a kids club that is 12 and under. It is fun, it is free, and it's a way to bring youth into our harness racing. So me and Susan Schroeder, we got together, we started thinking about different ways to bring youth into the harness racing, and the club came as an idea. So this whole internship, I'm a summer intern, so my whole internship has been focused around this club, getting it started, getting it out there. This is our second week now getting it out there, so pretty good. We got 40 members so far within these 2 weeks, so having pretty good success with that. Our mascot is Willie Winnett. So if you have been around for a couple years now, Willie Winnett has been our OHHA's mascot, been around at some of the fairs and events, and we took him as our Backstretch Buddies mascot and made him into a cartoon to draw kids' attention. So
what's really cool about this nice Backstretch Buddies, you get this if you come sign up, right?
Yep, that's correct.
So you get to see, everybody gets a little bit of a see, sponsored by Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. But come back, get a nice backpack. Looks like you could use it for school, going around.
There's some goodies in there, too.
Goodies in here. I see all kinds of stuff, coloring book.
A briar horse.
A briar horse is in here. I don't know, is this Backstretch Buddies? Can this be for adults? You know what I mean? Like, I might want to get one of these myself, Steve. Like, we might have to keep a couple of those. But what a great program you and Susan are doing. That's wonderful. If you're here today, please come by. You still have time. With how they run posts off here, I'm sure we'll be here for at least another half hour. But we'd love to have you have your children sign up. 12 years old and under, no. Don't have to pay anything to join the club, right?
No, absolutely free.
All right, that sounds good. Well, maybe some of the locals here can listen in on a broadcast, come by, and get a Backstretch Buddy. Only see 2 horses on the track for race number 8. Actually, maybe 3. We've got 3. Actually, they're all out there. So maybe we will be post-parading sooner than later on this one. This is the second division for 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, purse $61.83. We've had nice purses over here today. Field of 4. We do got a 1-5 favorite, 3-horse Skydog. Christian Myers, who won the last race, looks like he'll try to double up. He was programmed 6-5 here on this horse. This horse is 2 for 16 on the season. Big win last time out at Athens. Prior to that, 4 straight second-place finishes. So definitely one of the choices here today. The one good part is the delay isn't on the horses for this race, so human delay possibly. But here is your post parade.
Here they are for the 8th race, 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. This one in memory of Hunter Myers. Purse of $6,183. Win place, exacta trifecta. 1 Beachmaster Keen, Brady Clemens. 2 Bounding Delight, Drew Neal. 3 Skydog and Christian Myers. 4 Stapleton, Alex Hawk. In the sulky.
And here's your field for race number 8, the 1-horse Beachmaster Keen. Nice looking horse on the racetrack here too. Currently 6-1. Mark Winters trains. Brady Clemens has the line today. 1 for 12 on the season. That did come 5 back in your program at Washington Courthouse. Last year, though, was 4 of 18 and actually 11 of 18 on the board. Mark of 56 at Dayton. Hasn't quite found the form that showed last year. Shows 2 breaks in the last 2 efforts. Did recover in both of those, though, to get checks. Draws the inside post. Nice underlay at 7, overlay at 7-1.
In the 2, we got Bounding Delight, driven by Drew Neal and trainer Rosie Reaver. Has had 12 starts this year, 3 wins, 3 seconds, and 2 thirds, making over $15,000 this year, and 25 lifetime starts with 6 wins, making over $28,000 lifetime. Had a win there last week over at Athens and paced in 159.4. And had it the fastest pace yet is 159 flat there at, is that Bell Fountain?
Yes.
Yep.
Takes us to the 3-horse Skydog. Stephen Owens trains. Kimberly owns. Christian Myers looks to double up as he drives Skydog today. Horse 2 for 16 on the season, but 9 of 16 on board, $22,000. The leading earner on the season in the field. Does have a nice win last time out. I even made a break at the start, recovered from that at Athens and scored. Prior to that, looked back, 3 back, individually paced 53-4 at the Meadows in a non-winner 3 event. Speedy, shows gate speed, probably the horse to beat. That's what the public feels like now. Currently 1-5 favorite.
In the 4, we got Stapleton, driven by Alex Hawk. Trainer is Terry Thompson. Has had 9 starts this year with 2 thirds. Both thirds, 1 is at Athens and 1 is at Pike County.
And that's your compact field of 4. Very important to note, as you can look out, we have only got 1 blanket left to give away today. That's out in the infield. And we can see this is in memory of Hunter Myers, who we lost earlier this year tragically at an accident at the Meadows. There's Horsemen people have rotated and really rallied around him from different tracks that support him. I know Adios Week, the Meadows renamed the Winter Circle, the Hunter Myers Winter Circle, and made a bench out back for him. It's been a great outpouring support for him and his son and Chloe and Kelly, mom's, dad's, family, and everything. But Hunter was a great impact, and it's nice that we got a race here today to remember him. And these 4 horses are going to go to the gate in Hunter Myers' memory. And this is our getaway feature over here at Zanesville. We're going to send it up to the voice of Zanesville, Ayers Ratliff, for the call of the 8th.
Start without ya. A field of 4 for today's finale. 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers in memory of Hunter Myers. Purse of $6,183, top of the stretch for today's getaway pace, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Bounding Delight tries for the lead. Skydog is up on the outside there second as they move around the turn. And Skydog trying to challenge for the lead. Beachmaster Keen is trying to stay with him third. And Stapleton trails. So Bounding Delight has won the early tussle and leads the way. Skydog is now in second. In their third, Beachmaster Keen. That trailer is Stapleton. As they continue by the opening quarter, where Bounding Delight gets them there 27-3. Blistering opening fraction here for Bounding Delight and Drew Neal. In their second is Sky Dog. Over there in third, as they drive here in front of the stands, Beachmaster Keen. And the trailer is Stapleton. Driving on by the half, Bounding Delight. Showing the way in their second, Sky Dog. Over their third, Beachmaster Keen. The trailer, Stapleton. The half, 57-1, as they will pace around the turn. And the leader, Bounding Delight. Sky Dog trying to rev up from the pocket to the outside now. Beachmaster Keen is now kicking on from third. And the trailer is Stapleton. Up the backstretch to 3/4 they go. Bounding Delight by 2. On the outside, their second, Beachmaster Keen. Third at the rail is Sky Dog. Moving by 3/4. Bounding Delight gets him there in 1:28. He's still leading, but looks to be tired as they move around the turn. Beachmaster Keen is on the outside now, looking that leader in the eye as they come to the top of the stretch. Bounding Delight is pacing on fumes. Outside, Beachmaster Keen. Sky Dog in third. Beachmaster Keen and Bounding Delight. Beachmaster Keen is going the better. Beachmaster Keen comes on to win. Tight for place. $159, 2/5.
Save the best for last. 159.2, Beachmaster Keen. Couple breaks last time out, but this one was a nice overlay at 7-1. Longest shot on the board, but raced very credible. Came out the half and grinded down the winner, Bounding Delight. He went some early fractions, try to keep Sky Dog at bay, which he did. Won the battle, but lost the end in the war. Beachmaster Keen, the winner. Brady Clemens. Brady's mom is in attendance today. She came by and got her passport signed for me. I saw her cheering in a stretch. Very happy her son got up there. Nice snappy mile. Beachmaster Keen seems to be back on track from last year. Had a very successful season. Now 2 for 13 on the year. And 59-2. Pretty snappy mile here today. So nice effort in this tight field to finish off our day. 7-1 will pay back the locals here at least $16 to win. And it is official. Elementary in the race. 1, 2, 3. 4 is your complete order of finish. $16.40 to win. $24 try. $19 exacta. Very good mutuals. Very good betting over here today. And it was an awesome day of racing.
Oh, yeah.
For those that won't be or will be back tomorrow, we come on the air probably about 10 to 6 tomorrow. We've got a 9-horse program, 6 p.m. post. Call it the Businessman Special. Get off work in Zanesville tomorrow. Come down to Fairgrounds. See me, Steve, and Susan. We'll be giving you everything we can tomorrow. Any insight on the races. Great wagering here tomorrow, too. It's projected to be a great day of weather. Come and sign up again for our Backstreet Buddies program. Come by and get your passport signed. Anything else that you may need, we'd be glad to see you tomorrow. It's a great fair, good places to eat, rides for the kids, a little bit of everything.
Ponder owned by Michael Bean, Jeremy McGraw, and Marna Sheehan. Mark Winters trains Brady Clemens, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 1:59.2. This one presented in memory of Hunter Myers. Beachmaster Keen, the winner. Bounding Delight, second. Sky Dog, third. Stapleton, fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, 27-3. 57-1, 128, 159-2. With that, we wrap it up for today.
And there you have it. Race number 8 is official. 1, 2, 3 elementary. And that concludes our 8-race card over here. Again, tomorrow we have 9 exciting races beginning at 6 p.m. On behalf of the OHHA and my sidekick Sam Mayhew and my cameraman Steve, this is Don Tiger bidding you a very farewell and good night. And we hope to see you at a fair real soon.